When was the last time?
A little over a week.
2 days ago?
Oh,
You sure?
yeah.
Their stories at this time aren't matching up. In particular, narcotic use. They range from having never used it to as recently as a couple days, so we're a little suspicious on that front. The reason why he was asking about your narcotic use, it doesn't affect if you cross the border or not, right? What it does affect is your credibility, right? And I got a feeling that it was more like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Okay. You've been at the border before? Yeah. You've had some issues?
Yeah.
At the airport, a flight from China touches down, and border services officers are roving the baggage carousels.
Do you have your tickets with you?
Are the recent 3 trips, sir?
Bringing in the gifts into Canada?
Any food? Food? No food?
Pisco.
No meat? Nothing?
Officer Newman is verifying the declaration of a young traveler who's come to visit her Canadian boyfriend.
Where are you coming from today?
Me?
Yeah.
Hong Kong.
What's this? What is it made up of?
It's a bit beef.
Little bit beef. It's not little bit beef. It's everything beef.
Okay.
You should have told me when I asked you. When I asked you what food you had, you said only
Hong Kong, I
biscuit.
say this is punchy biscuits.
In Hong Kong, you said that biscuit. Oh, okay.
So I understand you.
So you thought it was biscuit? We found unreported beef product. We cannot afford to have any infected types of meat entering this country.
But it doesn't end with prohibited meat.
This, what do you use this for? Why do you have that?
At the Air Cargo Center in Vancouver, the CBSA clears millions of international courier shipments every year. Today, a package from California declared as a cooking pot is creating a stir.
You can see that there's something around there.
When we x-rayed the entire box, there appeared to be irregular shaped objects within.
Maybe take it out of the box and run it through again and see what it is.
Yep.
It looks like it was a brand new slow cooker. The cords are there, the cooking manual is there.
Running each individual thing separately, definitely.
Yeah, you can really see that there's something inside that's not consistent.
This is not normal.
In Arrivals, an American repairman who's been denied entry twice before thinks this time he's got his bases covered.
You have that paperwork. Yeah, awesome.
But a letter of introduction from his Canadian client looks suspicious.
He had basically a template for a letter. Looks like he may have written the letter himself. He basically asked you to fill in the blanks or something? Yeah. It says the Sample Company Limited is located at 12 Sample Street, Ottawa. Phone number is 555. Isn't that the phone number they give it in movies? He maybe just wanted to look at how to write something and I use this, but he shouldn't have given it to me. It looks a little funky, right? It raises a lot more questions, right? It does.
Presenting false documents to a border services officer is considered fraud.
Where did you get that paperwork from? Who gave that to you?
At the land crossing, two Americans coming to visit a friend seem deceptive about their drug use.
When was the last time?
A little over a week.
Their stories at this time aren't matching up.
And the male traveler has had some issues with the law.
I got in trouble for receiving stolen property. But it was dismissed because, well, I have no idea.
A criminal background check confirms the traveler's story. But officers are still concerned about the borrowed vehicle they arrived in.
They made a recent trip to a source country for narcotics. That particular vehicle is a commonly used vehicle for smuggling narcotics across border, and that's why we've taken it into the bay. It gives us access to a variety of detection equipment. They are staying the night, or they aren't staying the night? Staying one night. Coming up green here, buddy. Can't see anything yet. I don't know about you, but I'm okay with this. Yeah, same. There was no contraband found in the vehicle. At this time, we have no reason to deny their entry or to hold them further for examination at the border, so we are going to release them.
Oh,
All right, thanks, yes. Any food? Food? No meat? Nothing? What's this?
it's a bit beef.
At the airport, a baggage search reveals this traveler from Hong Kong is carrying prohibited meat and a drug pipe.
Why do you have that?
Why in Holland?
In Holland. Why
do you bring it here today?
A gift.
For who?
My boyfriend.
The pipe is not illegal, but it is an indicator that she may be involved with drugs.
So you bought your ticket 5 days before you travel? When did you decide to come to Canada? I see you've been to many countries.
Let's travel.
Absolutely fantastic. Where have you been? Which countries?
Thailand.
Yep.
Singapore.
Yep.
Swiss. German.
One of the main concerns is those countries are drug source countries. What's your job? Your job.
Beauty. Facial.
You do facial. Okay. How long have you been doing that?
Like 2 to 3 years.
How can you travel that many times in 1 year? If we look at this tab, this tab, this tab, this tab, this tab, this tab, that means to me you haven't been working for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months. Let's not beat around the bush here, okay? For someone who's worked in a company for 3 years to be able to travel to 8 different countries within the past 16 months, it's just not making sense to me.
At the Pacific Highway border crossing, officers have pulled aside 3 Americans headed to Vancouver for a family vacation.
How do we know everybody?
He's my dad, and he's my cousin.
Everybody's been to Canada before?
Yeah.
Okay. Any problems with immigration? You ever been refused entry to Canada? Who's got the keys to the vehicle? And whose vehicle are we driving today? Whose?
My dad's.
We're gonna go check the vehicle real quick and then we'll go from there, okay? Alright. We also clear them on the customs side of things. Make sure there's no contraband, weapons, firearms. Okay, we're looking good. Front to back, we're good. We've hit all the main areas.
Bumper's good, yeah.
Alright.
The search turns up nothing, but after running background checks,
Come on up.
it seems the father has had some issues with the law.
Okay, you're aware that having a criminal conviction for some statutes prevents you from coming into Canada. Do you have a criminal record? You gotta answer truthfully. Says the Sample Company Limited. You basically asked you to fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
Officers are concerned about a document presented by this American repairman to support his work trip to Canada.
He had basically a template for a letter. Looks like he may have written the letter himself. Where did you get that paperwork from? Who gave that to you?
That comes from my company.
I'm just wondering if you read this one at all. It's a bit odd. Like, I've never seen anything like that.
Well, this doesn't come from us. I mean, this is, it's not a real number, obviously.
Yeah, no. So it just kind of looks like someone got off the internet, right? I'm just wondering where this all came from.
Well, it came in that whole
That
package.
whole package.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
So this, you never saw this? This wasn't something you drafted up? Or?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
The letter was basically a template letter that would be written by his company or an immigration consultant. Everything else looks legit, right? It looks like it was just something his company left in there by mistake. I don't know who gave you this, but you may want to give this back to them and say, hey, don't give that to me next time.
Thank you.
Thanks for your cooperation. This time he seems to have his documentation that he needs to allow him to come in and work as a business visitor.
Looks like 3rd time's a charm for this traveler.
Okay, so the second door on the left will open up for you. When you go around the corner, the information desk will be right there.
At the Air Cargo Center, a slow cooker from California contains added ingredients.
We could see that there was something in around the heating elements that led us to believe that there's something being concealed inside.
This is not normal.
But there's only one way to find out for sure.
Let's see if we just... Oh, yeah. These are the way packages put inside. Once we took the bottom cover off, then we saw the regular shaped foil wrap packages. This has been altered, obviously, for smuggling purposes here. Let's put on some masks here just to protect ourselves. Let's see if we can peel back some of this tape. Ultimately, we don't want to try to destroy it.
Look at that.
A traveler from Hong Kong claims she's come to visit her Canadian boyfriend.
How can you travel that many times in 1 year? It's just not making sense to me.
But her numerous trips abroad are raising questions.
Those countries are drug source countries. She could pose quite an element of threat in the sense that whether there are narcotics coming to Canada. How do you afford all this?
有時係我 friend 得我出機票啊咁樣。
邊個同你出機票？
自己積蓄啦。
Some other trips your friend pays.
My friends don't usually pay for my tickets to go around the world.
前夫啊，我離咗婚㗎。
She was divorced, so her ex gave her money.
There have been many inconsistencies in her story. At this point in time, we need to figure out whether she's legitimately coming in to visit her boyfriend. There's a reason why you're not being forthcoming with me today. I'm going to get straight to the point. What I need you to tell me is what is the purpose of you being seeking entry into Canada today? Who is this for?
Me.
For you and him?
Yeah.
Are you getting engaged?
Yes.
That's very good. Congratulations. Does he know he's getting engaged? Does he know? Good.
The engagement ring changes the story. But is it the truth?
I'm going to talk to the boyfriend and see if those stories pans out.
At the land border, the criminal record of an American on holiday with his son and nephew threatens to end their trip.
You're aware that having a criminal conviction for some statutes prevents you from coming into Canada. You have a criminal record? You gotta answer truthfully. You've got 2 DUIs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's 5 years ago.
Here in Canada, we deem drinking and driving serious offense. Say you do anymore. Say you did it one time and got charged for it, right?
Yeah.
Twice. Him having 2 convictions of driving while under the influence, that deems him inadmissible. We're not refusing you guys entry today because your criminal record is clear. You're fine with that. However, your father's not gonna make it in today, right?
Which means the family vacation will have to be put on hold.
Is there a train or anything we can just get him back home? I mean, I'm just saying they might as well get in the bus. On the U.S. Customs side, they have a bus that comes through. Okay, you guys walk him or not? We can walk him back.
Welcome back, yeah.
So much for family ties.
We're gonna go straight up here.
Oh yeah.
At the Air Cargo Center, officers have discovered crystals concealed in a slow cooker from the States.
Look at that.
We cut into and remove the piece of the crystal and put it into the chemical nick test. Okay. This is probably crystal meth we've got here. We removed in a systematic manner each foil wrap package from the slow cooker unit. We actually ion swab each package just to be sure that each one was crystal methamphetamines, and then weighed each one separately, 255.7 grams.